Hi there, welcome back to It's Only Paper. I'm Lisa and I'm in the mood for creating a new journal. If I'm totally honest, I've been in the mood for creating this journal since about September. It's been neatly kept away in this Studio Calico 12 by 12 wallet, and you may have seen this video where I actually pieced it all together. I kind of like created a journal kit for myself, and then we've had the move and everything, and I just haven't got around to doing it, but it excites me every time I think about this journal. I just, you know, you get like a flutter in your chest. That's how I felt. So if you haven't seen the video, I'll link it below, just like me creating a kit and talking about my plans for this journal. This cover came from a very lovely friend, Romy, and I kept it for something special. You know, just when you know you don't want to just use it, you know there's going to be a time when it's like the perfect fit for something. And then we went on a road trip. We did a week in Disney World, and then we did a week with friends on a little road trip in South and North Carolina, and they're Disney friends, and I just thought, yeah, this is the perfect journal for that trip. So yeah, and then I pieced together everything. So today we are going to be creating this journal. So I've got bits and pieces for my signatures. So let's take all this out, and then I've also got bits and pieces for the inside of the kit, or the inside of the journal. So I've got bits and pieces here which I've put to one side to create the page. I've got stickers and things. Oh, look at that. It's just nice things that have been sent to me by nice people. Lots of old bits and pieces. Lily Bee design. I've got here October Afternoon. You know, just when you've got lovely things that you've been hoarding, that's what this journal is going to be all about. I thought I had actual papers, you know. Have I put them somewhere else? I thought I'd put together a whole load of papers to go to make the signatures. I guess these are, no, not really. Oh, where are those then? What have I got here? That could be, couldn't it? I don't know. Hold on, I need to have a look. Right, they'd come loose in my bag, so I've got them here. Some have been bits taken out so we can cut those round, but the idea was I kind of wanted all the colours to coordinate with my journal. So yeah, these were the ones that I picked. So today we are going to make some lovely pages, some signatures, and it's going to be so much fun. So, and I've got a guide map, I've got some other bits and pieces, so it's going to be a nice mix of vintagey bits and old scrapbooking papers. There's nothing that's new stuff here. It's all old, reused, and super old. Just want to make sure everything is good as far as size goes. If anything needs, see, this would be a good first pager. If anything needs to be cut down, like this for example, is going to be too long, so I might even do that. I think now is going to be my time to trim things, just thinking ahead to what would look cool on a page. So let's trim this one down, and then I can start to put the signatures together. There is something, where did it, oh, there it is, so exciting about starting a new journal, and I've got all my photos printed, so I am dying to get in there and work on this. Look how exciting this paper is. There's also something really exciting when you've been hoarding paper for so long, the thought of using it. Do you find that daunting or exciting? Which side do I do? This one doesn't really matter actually. I also really like it when I have pages kind of like ready made in my journal. I think I'm going to exclude that one. It's also a good time to go through like then and to think, yep, am I going to use that or no? Save that for another project. I am in love with these clouds. Look how cute. This is a Cocoa Daisy. Oh, designed by my friend Stephanie Wheeler. 2015. That's a very long time ago. Let's fold that. I will neatly fold them again another time, but I'm just doing it roughly now, just so that I've just put my pencil, there it is, just so that I can get the signatures done. I think I've got all my bits and pieces that I want to include. I've also got an old exercise. When I was clearing out the loft, I found some old books. So that was my storybook, when I don't even know what year it is. But I'm going to take the centre page out and we can use that. And I found this. This is so special. This was my dad's training logbook when he must have been an apprentice, which would have been late teens, early 20s. But he's literally only filled out the start of it. Oh, 1970. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet. He would have, oh my goodness, 16. Is that right? Yeah, I didn't realise all this was written in. Oh look, this is so sweet. In a hospital in Henley. Oh. Wired lights, fluorescent fittings. There were 2 fittings in each room. Obtained experience in fixing the fitting and wiring it. His handwriting is still the same. Oh my goodness. This is, I never realised, I didn't see all this. That's the last page there. Oh, I'm going to keep that. I will take a couple of pages out in the middle because there's loads that haven't been used. But it just feels really special. I'd only put that in my journal. I wouldn't do it for a journal for somebody else. I'm really chuffed with this. Right, got my signatures sorted, got my cover sorted, and I've got my fabric. I chose a fabric and I can't remember where it is. I thought I was so well organised for this journal. Obviously not as well as I expected. Right, let's cut this down the middle. My battery died. Right, I'm going to cut this up the middle. Might actually do it this side. Oh, saying that, I don't want to ruin that. Right, let's take it off that. I really like that bit. That's so cute. Right, we'll tidy up this bit. Sometimes I can be a bit heavy-handed with things. I see other people make their journals and they always look so cool. And I just tend to go for it. And then I make mistakes and then I'm covering up mistakes. Yeah, right. I really like that bit. I want to keep that bit there. That is so cool. But then again, I don't want to go over that bit either. I might even, I tell you what we do. Let's take this off and we'll add this bit. Or I could even add it inside. Right, yeah, I've got a Patreon Zoom starting soon. So, oh, I love this cover. Thank you again, Romy. It's just so perfect. Oh, that's so cute. Right, always make sure you've got it in the right way. I will trim those bits off. And let's just take that off. Which way should we do that? It needs to be this way. And I'm going to trim off the fabric, cutting it down just so I've got a decent amount. And the other thing is actually working out the size. I always say when you're working out your spine, do what you think and then make it bigger. So let's go slightly bigger because I often don't quite have enough space and then I can't fold it over properly. I decluttered loads of my stuff. You may well have seen that. And I got rid of loads and loads of scissors. Often people would say, oh my gosh, you've got so many pairs of scissors. I used to teach classes and I had so many pairs of scissors so that when I went, I could always just leave. I used to leave a big bucket of scissors in the middle of the table so everyone could help themselves. And I decided when I was moving, I just gave loads to our local charity store. I just didn't need them, and they were my good scissors, and I shouldn't have done it. I just got rid of so much stuff that I shouldn't have got rid of, and now I feel really sad. And these are my only decent sharp scissors that cut through fabric. I think so often I listen to people through leaving comments on YouTube videos saying you don't need all that. And I have got rid of so much stuff that I wish I hadn't have got rid of. Dresses. I completely destashed my wardrobe. And then I was like, oh my God, I really missed that dress. So, yeah. Be careful when you distash and make sure that you really want to get rid of things. Just hacking away at a box for my spine. It was on the landing. Oh my goodness, I hacked away at it perfectly. Yeah, that got lucky. Right. Doesn't need to be perfect, but obviously you want it the same length as the journal or the book. We're going with quite a chunky spine because so often it's just not quite large enough. That's why I always say guess and then go a little bit bigger, especially if you're somebody like me that does end up with a chunky journal. You will thank me for it afterwards. Right, let's try and have a little bit of a tidy up. And I am going to get some tape. I'm going to tape these together, and you want a little bit of a gap so that you can easily fold it over. There we go, like that. And that way the book easily folds, because you want to be able to have movement in your journal. And we'll do the same again here. Oh, that's a little bit too much of a gap. Perfect. That is a nice chunky spine. We just add more tape. We just want to make it nice and secure. I just realised I've gone over the F there. That's not the end of the world. I've been a little bit careless with my tape, so I'm just tidying it up a little bit. It's that very fine line between wanting everything secure but also wanting it to look pretty. I've just kind of smothered it all on. I am just going to have a little tidy up session here. I've gone a little bit crazy with the tape. Thankfully it peels off very nicely. So a couple of days later, and I am wanting to finish this. I thought I cut a strip off, maybe I didn't. Right, let's cut this to where it needs to be done. Let's do it there. There we go. That is nice and tidy. I am going to get my tape out, and we're going to put this down to hold it in place. This red tape works so well. Love this stuff. Let me know what you use to stick your fabric in place. And I'm going to do exactly the same this side and stick these bits down as well. And then I need to find something pretty to put up the center. May well even do the same fabric actually. That might look quite nice, and I've got loads of it. But I have done cardboard before, not cardboard, but like patterned paper before as well, and that's worked really well. If you're wondering why I use the red tape and not the regular double-sided sticky tape, this red stuff is super hardcore. It's not repositionable, and it's a lot tougher than regular tape, but at the same time there's no going back. If you pop this somewhere where you don't really want to, it is a lot more harder to move. So it's like hardcore double-sided tape. There we go. And I've got my hot glue gun on, so I'm going to glue those last bits in place there. That one's not too bad actually, but then it will help me with the trim. I think that's going to look really nice. In my mind, I'm going to use this. The main reason being is that I've put the fabric away and it's up really high in a cupboard, and I can't be bothered to go and get the stool, and I'm on my own in the house and I have to really climb to get it. So it's going to be this instead. I don't get to see too much of the centerpiece anyway because it's covered up by the signatures, and I'm going to use, seeing as I'm using cardboard here, I'm just going to use regular double-sided sticky tape. But yeah, the signatures will cover this up anyway, so it's not so bad. There we go. And then what I like to do is have some thick ribbon either side just to tidy that up. This is going to work out really, really nice. Let's fold that over. And I am going to grab my hot glue gun. Might actually run that along there. I'm struggling to make it reach. I need another, what do you call it? Extension lead. It's as tight as it will go. And I'm going to pop this on here. That just covers up that divide nicely. Those colours look so good together. I really, really love that. Yeah, I finished that off. I had to move it over because the heat gun wouldn't stretch so far. But as you can see, that looks nice and tidy now. Chuffed with that. I like the paper actually inside. I'm really pleased with that. Breaks it up nicely. And for those of you that sometimes ask where I find things, this is super, super old. It was from the works and was just 49p. There's loads still left on there. I love little finds like that. Right, I think it's time to get these signatures in. So I'm just going with 2 signatures just so I can fill it out nicely. We're going to have one part is Disney and the other part is going to be the road trip. Make sure we get them in the right order actually. That looks like Disney to me. So the next thing we're going to do is to get the signatures marked out. I'm going to get a piece of paper that is the same size as the spine. There we go. And we are going to fold this over. I know I've done this with you loads of times. It's just such a handy way of marking out where to do the holes for your signatures, and it works every single time. In the middle again. So we will hold this in place, and then we can mark off where our holes are going. And obviously if we were doing more, we would mark off those as well, but we're not. We're just having those. So hopefully this will be nice and straightforward. I've got my little kit. I'll leave a link to the kit below. It's so handy. It really is. Let's mark the holes through here. And it is super sharp, so go careful. Obviously if you're a younger person doing this, please ask for help. This tool is super sharp, and obviously beware of your furniture underneath as well. There we go. In fact, I'm going to pop a mat underneath just in case. Right, and then I've clipped my pages together, and I'm just going to pop my holes through on my journal as well, my signature rather. Kit, the needles are so lovely and big. They're so easy to use, and it comes with some wax thread as well. It comes with a couple, but I wanted some bright colours. I have bought myself an amazing, let's do 2.5 set of wax threads, and I can't find them anywhere. I'm gutted. I have no idea. These particular ones are about 20 years old. These ones, just what's left. But yeah, I don't know. I had them when I moved, and I remember putting them somewhere, but I can't remember where I put them. Oh no, I can't get this through now. It's me saying about lovely big needles. Yeah, I've done it now. Cool. And I've just finished off with a nice little bow in the middle, and then we are going to do exactly the same on the other side. Let's get my next signature out. Make sure it's the right way as well and not upside down. I am ready to tie this one together. Make sure it's nice and tight. I like to tie it in a bow. I think it looks really pretty. I'm going to do a couple of different things to this journal that I haven't done before. I'm going to do some extra little bits next, but let's have a look at these two signatures. Love that. And what I really wanted with this one was room for growth, which I have plenty of here. Love that. Let's just fold that map in. That's a little bit hanging out. Perfect, because you don't want your pages too long so they don't hang over. And now I've got plenty of space for tabs and things like that, and it looks nice and tidy. Something I would like to do this time, I have got some corners, some metal corners there that I would like to add. I think that will go really nice for the vintage look. I have got some glue here which we're going to open and use, and I've got some little craft pinchers as well. Just going to pop some glue on the corners. And pinch them together. Just think this will make a really nice vintage finish, not something I've done on my journals before. But I love this look of a book corner. That looks so cool. I'm going to do it on the other four as well. I will leave a link to the book corners that I've used. They come as a set of these bronzy ones, but I've also got like antique silver ones as well. I just think they make a really nice finish. I've got them in my Amazon storefront, so I will leave a link for them down below for you if you want to go and have a look. So that's the front there. And the other thing I want to do is create some charms. And this time I'm going to use this ring here. It's like a split pin, you know, a bit like a brad. I'm going to pop that in here. I just want to measure just to make sure I get that central. That's 12, so needs to be 6. And I'm going to use my big hole punch here as well to do that on the largest one. And again, I will leave these bits and pieces down below for you as well. There we go. That then goes through nicely. The idea being then, if you've got chunky charms on here, you can then remove them when you're wanting to create. Otherwise, if you've got huge, great big chunky charms and you're wanting to create, you won't be able to, because you won't be able to put your journal down like that. So this means you can just clip them on and off. How simple was this journal today? Super, super simple, and it's so cute. I can't wait to start creating in here. This is going to be so much fun. I love this. Right, I do want to create some fun bits. Let's do some tab tops and things like that. Right, I need my stapler. I have got lots and lots of bits of leftover fabric here. I've also got some, I found a bit of lace. I'm just going to randomly start adding bits and pieces. No rhyme or reason. But just stapling them on. Oh, I've got this one. This is from one of my monthly kits at the moment. But any bits and pieces will look super cute. So I'm just going to add these on. It almost gives you a head start then for when you're creating your journal, if you've already got some bits and pieces attached. Let's have one on the side here. This kind of thing makes me really happy. It's all about the textures. Right, I'm going to cut some of this. This was left over from the center. I'm going to add a few of these. And I've also got my tab top punch as well, so I'm going to do that to some as well. This is the perfect time to get out all your scraps of paper or your scraps of fabric. If you've got coloured staples, use those as well. Lace trims, anything like that. Doesn't have to be straight. Doesn't matter if it's frayed. It will look cute no matter what you do. And it will make such a difference to your pages, especially when you see the journal all closed up. That's when you see all the cute fabric tabs like that. Something else I'm going to do, I am going to add a few fun bits and pieces on my pages already. I have still got my hot glue gun plugged in. So let's scoot this over here. And I am going to add some lace on the side here. I know I could do it as and when I create the pages, but I do like going in and having some ready-made bits and pieces. I find it exciting. It's like the journal is ready to go. Look how cute that looks. Oh, that's my favourite already. Look, I've got the pink lace on the red aeroplane card. And then on that side, that is such a perfect start to a journal, isn't it? So happy with that. I bought all these bits and pieces, these lacy bits, at the Birmingham NEC. I want to add some more now. Look how chunky this one is. That is so cool. I will definitely be looking out for more next time I go. This one is so, actually, I even like the tape. Let's tear that off. We'll use that in a couple of places. I am thinking let's get some super wide lace on here. I love that. That is so, so cool. And then the nice thing will be when you turn it over, you'll see it on the other side as well. And it goes so well with the book pages there, really nicely. Right, I am going to staple this one in place. Oh, I didn't realise we've got blue staples. We did have. I need to get some more. There, finish that off. I like that. Could end up turning that into a pocket actually as well. And that looks really nice on that side. I'm pleased with that. And I'm going to do the same with some blue lace on the back here. I think the blue will look so pretty against this background here. Really pretty. And I'm going to pop it on with some staples. And I've already checked, it looks really nice the other side as well. So I've got that side against the blue and then the other side like that. And then when it comes to creating on that side, I know I've got staples, but it could be that I end up with a washi strip or something, but I would do that when I actually come to creating. But I really love that. I'm going to do some more on this side as well. And now I'm just going to go through with my scraps and my tab top punch, which I love. And we are going to create some fun tab tops. I love this thing. So fold that over and we are going to add these to the sides of the journal. And again, it's just like a nice little head start when you go to make your journal pages. You've already got bits and pieces on here. There, nice and easy. I love this punch. I use this punch, probably one of my most used punches. I think this will be a fun paper with the airplanes on. This will look really cute. And then you can add your own wording and embellishments, or even use the hot glue gun and some fabric and things when it comes to creating. You can then sort of like embellish them up to suit the page. I love that. That looks so fun, doesn't it? I just love all the layers. I get so excited. So I'm going to do a few more of those using the scraps. So these papers all match the the journal, because these are the pages. Little scraps left over. Oh, I love both sides of this one. I'm going to have to do a few of these. Have it. I'm going to do the charms another time, but I'm pleased to actually have started my journal after all this time. I'll give you a little flick through. I love this old paper here, this old music paper I found in a charity shop. I love the lace. I love the possibilities with this as well. There's just so many different things that I'm going to be able to do. I love the size, a little bit of ribbon tape there I've added there, but I can always move things. I can add other things. Added some more colour and texture there. It just excites me, this type of journal. It really is my favourite type of journal, and I can't wait to start creating in here. I've got my photos here now and I'm really excited, and I will be doing this as like a random type journal, so not necessarily fully in order, but more just what takes my fancy. I'll keep Disney at the front though, and the road trip to this side. But I'm really excited to start telling our stories in here. I've got so many fun bits and pieces. I spotted this actually from the Asheville Hop On Hop Off bus, which I'll be adding, and I've got all my memorabilia in I've got a pocket there already. I've got all my memorabilia next to my desk here, which I've been dying to add. So there we have it, and I look forward to creating in here. I really hope you've enjoyed this very easy journal, watching it come together. Let me know if you've made one like this before, and I can't wait to start creating with it inside with you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.